Watching this presentation, we're going to show your business how to get more reviews and how to dominate Google above your competitors, which means getting more customers for your product or your service. Real quick, here's a couple review facts that you might not realize. 97% of people will read a review before they choose a business. 72% of people use Google reviews to find a business. A business with at least 200 reviews generate twice the revenue. 94% of people have said a bad review has convinced them to avoid a business. 58% of people will pay more to support a business with good reviews. 72% of people asked to leave a review will do so. Given two products with similar ratings, consumers are more likely to buy the product or service with more reviews. Customers require a business to have at least 40 online reviews before they believe it's an average star rating. About 85% of consumers consider any review older than 3 months to be irrelevant, and reviews make customers 71% more comfortable about purchasing a product or a service. Now, if you don't think reviews matter too much, then this statistic may shock you. In the last 2 years during the pandemic, Google reviews, for example, has been around for about 10 years. The amount of reviews in under 2 years have doubled. Consumers are going out there and reading and placing reviews at an all-time high. I mean, in over 10 years worth of work before, in less than 2 years, it literally doubled. So what's that say about you and your business if you're not on top of this? When times are tight, reviews are what gets your business more customers. Every single day, people are on Google looking for what you offer. The question is, will they pick you or your competition? Reviews will be read sometimes hundreds of times. Here's an actual graphic of a review that was done. And this just one review was viewed over 100 times by customers. Your customers are out there looking at your reviews, looking at your customers, and it's not a small amount of people. It could be a lot of people. And the bottom line is, are they going to choose you or your competition? Here's an example that you might not realize on what we call buyers in heat. There's customers that are already out there searching on Google for what you have to offer. So this example could be any city and it could be any industry. But for example, in Dallas, Texas, over 36,000 people a month shop for a dentist. In 1 month, in January, over 57,000 people were searching for a dentist. Now let me ask you this question. When is the last time you searched a dentist for fun? The question is never. You would only look for a dentist if you needed one, or if your kids needed one, maybe you had a toothache. But this many people are on Google, and it's like that with almost any industry you type in. There are tons and tons of customers, and the deciding factor is they're already looking to purchase a product or service. The big thing is they're deciding who to purchase it from. Now, let's show you how this works on Google. You might not realize this, but at the top of Google, Google has what they call a map pack. It's above all the organic listings. So before people see the businesses on the organic side, Google automatically places a map pack at the top with all the local businesses. You'll see a few rank really high at the top, and we'll tell you how they get there. And then there's a View All button. When you click the View All button, what happens is the map pack will open up. And the first thing you're going to see is, because Google owns reviews, you're going to see how many their review score, how many reviews they have, and their actual score. You'll also see these pin drops in the map. And if you scroll your mouse over any pin drop, Google automatically shows you the amount of reviews and the star number of reviews. For example, this dentist has 4.9 stars and 530 reviews. So it's very easy to determine. The way Google lays this out is to see you and all your competitors very quickly and see who have the most reviews and the best reviews. And that's going to be a huge part of their decision making. Now, why? What happened in the last 2 years that made reviews so big? It's Amazon. Everybody shops on Amazon, and everybody looks at the reviews before they throw anything in their cart. So basically, Amazon has taught people to trust customers. Do not trust businesses. Trust what customers have to say about a business, not what the business has to say about a business. So now anytime anybody sees a review on any site, Facebook, Google, Yelp, etc., they read the reviews because they've been taught to do that, and it makes a difference for them. For example, here's two window, if you got a stone chip in your window and you were looking, here's a product for $12, almost $12, 81 reviews and 3 stars. Here's a product for $10, 4 stars and 22,000 reviews. Which one would you pick? And that's what is banged into the customers' heads is the most reviews and the best reviews. Amazon has taught them this, and that is transferred to every single industry out there. So now look, we actually pulled some of the dentists in Dallas just to show you some of the listings that were on the map pack. And this is just like how people would look at your business on the map pack. And you look here, we got a dentist with a 4.8 star and almost 1,700 reviews, 4.9 star and almost 1,200 reviews, 5 stars and 557 reviews, 4.9 and 341 reviews, and then we have 4.2 and 22 reviews, 3.9 and 7 reviews, 3.0 and 21 reviews, 3.0 and 4 reviews. If your tooth was hurting right now and you really needed a dentist, which one would you call? Again, you can't convince the customers on Google because you can't talk to them. All the customers see is this, and this tells the story of which business a customer is going to use. We pulled a couple more examples for you just to bring it home for you. 135,000 people search for an apartment a month in Dallas. Okay, one has 4.7 score and 185 or 184 reviews, and one has a 3.1 and 155. Would you live in a 3.1 apartment? A funeral home, 25,000 people, almost 26,000 people search. 4.6 and 442 versus a 3.6 and 5 reviews. Tattoo studio, 39,000 people are looking a month. 4.9 and 332 reviews versus 2.3 and 3 reviews. It really is super clear which one a customer would choose. Now, again, this could be any city, and this can be any industry, including your industry. The point is, there could be thousands and thousands of customers looking on Google right now, and they're deciding whether to use you or whether to use your customers. Reviews matter that much. Also, fresh reviews help your business get pushed up on Google. When you get fresh reviews full of keyword content, your business could be pushed up on that map. If there's thousands of customers searching for your service or your product, wouldn't you want to be in their face right at the top? Of course you would. And that's exactly what reviews will do for your business. We have a joke. Where do you hide a dead body? Page 2 of Google. If you're not ranking and other businesses are ranking above you, guess what? Other businesses are getting the calls and you're not. And we want to fix that for you. Okay, also, you can get a ton of traffic off reviews. Here's an example of one of our customers. Literally, they're getting over $55,000 in free Google traffic based on the keywords from their reviews. Over 185 keywords are ranking on the first page of Google. Could you imagine if Google gave you tens of thousands of dollars in traffic that you didn't have to pay for? Because in order to get this much traffic, you would have to do Google Ads where you were paying per click, or you could rely on organic keywords, which reviews play a huge part in that, so you can go out there and get free traffic instead of paying for it. This product pays for itself. Not only is it a tax deduction, but this factor alone, getting thousands of dollars in free traffic from Google, is a huge asset for your business. Now, that being said, when customers write reviews, this is a real reviews from one of our customers, they tend to put in a lot of keyword terms. So, for example, if you look down here, we highlighted some of the keyword terms. This business was an HVAC company, split unit heating, air conditioning unit, Mitsubishi unit, HVAC pump. So if someone's typing in their city, I'm looking for a Mitsubishi air conditioning unit, for example, this is going to get pushed up there on Google. Why? Because customers fill out these reviews. Also, when customers do reviews, they do it on their own IP address, from their phone or their own email. Google sees a lot of fresh, unique content being posted from individuals. And that is a huge plus and huge factor that Google looks for. Instead of you trying to have SEO done where you're just putting a bunch of keywords in your own website or making blogs full of keywords, when Google sees all these reviews from unique people and unique IP addresses, because these are your actual customers writing reviews, it matters, and it will get your business ranked a lot higher than others that are not getting reviews. Our software makes it easy to ask your customers for reviews and sends them to the right spot. You can go tell a customer, hey, give me a Google review. And then they got to jump on Google, try to find the right spot. It's very confusing, and it doesn't look as professional. And most of them will say, okay, great, I'll do it. But then they never do it because they're not led. Customers need led. But remember, over 72% of customers will do a review if you ask them to, and our software asks your customers to do a review for you. Let's show you how it works. We offer you 3 ways to ask your customer for a review. The first way is we give you a QR code. You can have your customers scan it, okay? For example, it's great for restaurants, putting it on every table. Pizza places, put it on the box. Donut places, put it on the box. There's a lot of businesses that have QR codes. Car wash, put a QR code on every vacuum, etc. And it allows a customer to scan it on their phone and enter themselves to give them a review. Or we have what we call a kiosk mode, and you can just enter your customer's name and email address or name and phone number. And our system will automatically send them an email or a text for a review. Or you can do total automation, which is called Zapier, and we're going to show you that. Zapier is a service that connects with over 4,000 pieces of software, including QuickBooks, Stripe, Square, PayPal, and a lot more. And every transaction that you do, you can connect it to Zapier, and Zapier will tell our software to automatically send the review to that customer. So that way you don't need the customer to enter themselves, and you don't need to enter themselves. It's truly reviews on autopilot. Every time you do a transaction, it could tell our service to automatically send a review on your behalf. Now, that being said, here's how it works. So if a customer scans the QR code, it looks like this. They will see your logo and your colors, knowing it's your business, where they can type in their name and phone number or name and email. If you enter them yourself, they'll get an email that will take them to this screen. If they enter themselves, they'll just go right to this screen. And it will ask, hey, how do you rate us 1 to 5? Okay? If they rate 4 or 5 or 1, 2, and 3, we'll get into this in a second. It'll take them to whatever review site you want them to. We talk a lot about Google reviews, but our software can also get you reviews on Facebook, on Yelp, on lawyers.com, Healthgrades, Avvo, any open review site. Our service can literally send to that review site and get your reviews anywhere that you need them. This is a feature called review gating that can be turned on or turned off. It's your choice. But what it does is if a customer leaves you a 1, 2, or 3, that means that they're not very happy with your service. And they're going to be taken over to Google or another review site where they will probably write a bad review that will stay there forever. Instead, we have something called gating. Again, it's optional to be turned on or turned off. But if they give you a 1, 2, or 3, instead of taking them to Google, you as the owner will get an email saying you don't have a happy customer. And it allows you to try to reach back out to that unhappy customer and make them happy and prevent a bad review from happening. And if you make them happy, more than likely you might win them to keep as a customer, but also they might end up giving you a positive review instead of the bad review that they were going to leave. Again, you can turn this on or you could turn it off, but the chance to turn a negative experience into a positive one is usually a win for a business. Because if you look at this review here, a 1 star, people tend to write really big, long reviews when they're not happy. Now here's an example of just some of the companies that are using us. We have thousands of companies all over the world that use us. We have Bentley that sells up to $400,000 cars, and they rely on us to get reviews. Again, this is independent franchise and dealership owners. The same with Mercedes-Benz and Acura, and a lot of local car lots, a lot of used car lots all over the nation. Starbucks franchises, Splashy's Car Wash, Pearl Vision Centers. We have tons of mom and pop barbers and nail salons, beauty salons, florists, tattoo shops. About every industry that you can name uses us. Because why? The businesses want to dominate Google. They want to make sure that customers are coming into their business or calling their business other than their competition. And when 97% of all people read reviews, and that's the main factor that gets them in your door, it's very important for that to happen. We can't wait to show you our software and get you on board.